is Joseph Laycock, and I'm an assistant professor of religious studies at Texas State University. I'm the co-editor of Nova Religio, which is a journal of new and emerging religious movements, and I have a PhD from Boston University. Well, I study religion, and America is one of the most religiously diverse countries on earth in that you can find a lot of different religions amongst your neighbors and coworkers here. And it's something that most people don't know a lot about. So currently I'm working on a book for Oxford University Press about a series of controversies in the last few years arising from a group calling itself the Satanic Temple. Well, one of the biggest questions in religious studies is, what is religion? Right? For most people, it's believing in God. But there are lots of traditions that actually don't believe in God. And one thing that's so interesting about the Satanic Temple is that they describe themselves as being atheists. They don't believe in anything supernatural. So they would claim religion is really about their values, right? What's important to them. And what they've done is sort of created a situation where a court of law has to seriously think about these questions, where maybe they haven't before. So another interest of mine is exorcism. Most Americans know the film The Exorcist was based on a real case, and there was one other case before that happened in Iowa in 1928, and I recently acquired some church documents from that exorcism that were never released to the public, and it tells a very different story about what happened there. Well, the official version of what happened was released in a pamphlet that the Catholic Church approved to be published, and in that version of the story, this woman is freed from her demons, the exorcism is successful, and it kind of credits the entire Catholic community with the success of this. The other account of what happened that was not approved to be published reveals that actually this exorcism didn't begin in Iowa and it didn't end when it was supposed to have ended. That this woman continued to show signs of possession her entire life. But there were a lot of sort of unanswered questions about who exactly was this woman, what exactly was her connection to this monk. She seems to have met him in New York. So there's all sorts of interesting kind of psychological analysis that could go on here. And I also found sort of documents complaining about this case from Catholic priests. That's actually the reason why we have a duty to go out and study them, right? To assess what they're about, to figure out how should we respond to them. And this is something that New Religious Movements has done for a long time. You know, since the Branch Davidian siege in Waco, Texas in 1993, the FBI has met with scholars of New Religious Movements to try to get that information. So I see this as a service that we provide.